Hey y'all. So all the mamas are, well, they were in here. Alana went outside with her 3. But here's Marguerite with her one little bitty, who's not really so little bitty anymore. Look, she's even got her crown. And I don't know that she's a she. And look at all these little guys. These are actually Marguerites. Those are, my mind just went blank, y'all. Oh well. Oh well. But look how big they're getting. And look at their crazy, crazy little heads. Those crowns are, about 1.5 inches tall now. Yeah. I told you I was going to have to write their names in here on something because they're such unusual names that I can't remember them. Chelsea names them after characters on a movie or a book that she's read. There's Alana with her 3 littles, and they're really getting big too. They're just darling. They're so sweet. So very sweet. This one, whatever her name is, and I can't remember, she's very protective of her one little person. And she runs everybody away if they get a bit too close to her. I guess that's okay. It's kind of funny. But these little dudes are so fun to watch because they are growing up so very fast. Merida. That's her name. Merida. Merida and her one little baby. Alana and her 3. They're the least. And Marguerite and her 5. Just brought them some greens and some blueberries. I started a bunch of fodder today because I keep forgetting about that, and it's very easy to grow and it would save a lot of money. I just need to start a new tray every day so that I can bring them fodder in here. Merida, leave them alone. Stop being a booger. Bossy boots. They're boogers. That one is a booger. She's very protective. Where's your baby? Where'd she go? Oh, there it is, over there getting a drink. I've got to go turn the water on so that I can change everybody's water out. There comes Alana with her 3 again. Where are the others? No, she says, I'm not coming in there because Merida's mean to me. But it's amazing how big her baby got just kind of all of a sudden, because it was a teeny tiny little thing. It didn't seem to be growing well at all, but then when it started growing, it grew fast. Yes, your problem is. But Taylor's even off the roost today, and that's unusual. Yes, I'm not going to bother your baby. See, Taylor's getting grumpy with Alana too. She doesn't enjoy the tasks of being an aunt. And what is up with you, Stinky? See, he's lost all of his tail. All of his tail feathers. All he has are the rattlers. Look down through there. And we didn't get them saved because it was wet. It rained all the week that he was losing them, and they just ended up getting yucky and horrible. So this year's tail feathers were a waste. Oh well. Look at that cottony fluff on his backside. That always just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. Oh well. Turn around here, bud. Let's see you in all your little short feather glory. Will you turn around? No? He said, no, I'm done. I'm flirting with my girls. Not interested in you holding the camera. But now, look out here, over in the not a pond, the mud puddle. I've got to dig the channel out deeper because it's still yucky and keeping water in it, growing algae in that little bit. But over there's Ferdinand, and his plumage is still beautiful and full. And Chelsea did a little reading this week, and she says it's nothing to worry about, Mom. They just all lose their tail feathers at different rates. Let me close the gate before I forget. I don't know who he's flirting with. I don't even see anybody down there. Weirdo. And there's the Intimidator. But our geese are still on their nests. All three of them. So my thought is that some of the eggs were not viable, or that they got really serious later than I thought they did. But, hi darlings. Look at all these babies. Guys, these are the babies. They were laying there when I went in and they moved. I guess they like that spot, so they're coming back. But I think they're all mamas. They're all girls. They've all colored up like girls. And I don't see any that shows the first hint of a green head. And usually their little bodies are gray if they're a male. So they're gonna all be girls. That would be fine if we didn't have any boys. Not a good thing with lots and lots of girls. And yeah. But anyway, hopefully we're going to get this pond dug in the front yard soon. We're still waiting. I've got to call. As a matter of fact, they told me if I hadn't heard back from July the 9th, I think that's tomorrow, to call and see where we are in the queue. But someone's got to come out. Yes, I'm getting ready to turn the water on. I am. Yes, I know. It says it's really hard to wade in these little bitty bowls. And believe it or not, as hot as it is, as hot as it's been, I've changed their water in their little pools every other day, and you can see how gunky and green they are. It just hurts my heart for them. But I'm not certain that my spring will keep up with all the watering that we're doing and with changing their water every single day. So we're doing the best we can, y'all. Yeah, gotta get that pond dug. It's too late in the day to call them today, but I will call them first thing in the morning. The girls over there dust bathing, watch them. Silly creatures. But let's go down here and look at these geese. They're going to yell at us. And a couple mornings I've came down here and Ryan has been standing on the ramp before I open the door. So apparently he is the daddy of the babies in here. There's not a mama on a nest in here. So I'm saying that she's got her babies out here somewhere. I wonder where she's taken them. Huh. I don't think she would have left the nest unattended that long if she had any actually develop and hatch. Now we can at least start getting the coops cleaned out. They have been, got one leg in there, they have been taken over by these mamas for such a long time, and they've needed cleaned out. Hi darling, would you guys get finished with what you're doing? I need to clean these out. And this little house is actually going to be Anne and Prissy's, and I'm building a big outside enclosure so they can have plenty of outside space to roam. And this little house here, I think I've told y'all before, will be our little pullet house, and it will also have a nice outside enclosure so they can go out and wander around and get to know all the other critters. But yeah, more jobs than daylight, but that's okay. Look at this fuzzy butt. I think they're so cute. Their little fuzzy butts. Hush. I gotta go let my critters inside. They said it's too hot to be outside. Alright, y'all. It's getting noisy. I gotta turn the water on and give all these birds some fresh water. In the dust pile. That's funny. That's funny. I don't care who you are. Alright. Love you much, guys. Bye-bye.